Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will be learning how to create hyperlinks in HTML. So before that, let's just do a quick recap of our last video, which is displaying images in HTML. So to display an image in HTML, we have a img tag and a source attribute which has the file path, the file name and the format. And then we also learned about classes, which is a name to identify a tag. And we learned about CSS, which is cascading style sheets used to give more style to our HTML content. To identify a class name in CSS, we use dot and then the class name, and inside the curly brackets we have the things which we need to edit, height, width and all those things. So what is border radius? Border radius is the corner, the radius for the corner. And then if it is if a tag is coming many times, you cannot use simply the tag name. You need to give a class name for that. And if your tag comes only once, like the body or the head tag, you can just give the body, and inside that you can give your content. Now if I give only image here, it will apply for all the changes will be applicable for all the images. If I give class wise, it will change according to the class. So this is what we learned in our previous video, and the output of that is something like this. So now let's get into today's topic, which is creating hyperlinks in HTML. Tutorial 3.html. Yeah. The title will be hyperlinks in HTML. So to display a link in HTML, we have a tag called the anchor tag, and we name it as a tag. A. We have an attribute here, the href attribute, which is the link the user need to be redirected. So for example, I will be using the Facebook page. Any website you want to use, go to that website and copy this whole thing and paste it here. Make sure that you have the https :/ all those things. So we have the link over here, and the text should be anything. I'm giving it as Facebook. Then we have the YouTube site. I will simply change this to YouTube because the site of YouTube, the link for YouTube is like that. And one more for Instagram. And inside the text I'll give Instagram. Save it, see it in the page. Okay, I'll change the file name, tutorial 3. Yeah. And the text is here. We have the link to. You click on this, it goes to Facebook, YouTube, it goes to YouTube, and Instagram goes to Instagram. Now it displays it goes to the redirects the link in the same page, so the users might forgot your site. For that, what we'll be doing is we'll be creating one more attribute called the target attribute inside the anchor tag. So the target will be underscore blank. Blank means a blank tab, and I'll do the changes for all. Save it, and now I will refresh. If I click on Facebook, it goes to another new tab and redirects that link. Instagram all creates a new tab, so user might not leave your site. Now what I'm going to do is we'll be adding a one more tag, which is the li tag. What is a li tag? Li tag is a listed tag. So inside the listed tag we have the anchor tag. Again I will be doing the same, but before that I'll select this one too. Yeah, simple. Now go and refresh, and they are listed in order. Okay, now the next step we'll be doing is, instead of displaying the text in Facebook, YouTube, what we'll be doing is we'll add images. I already have downloaded the logos of these sites. So instead of the text we need to display the image. So to display an image we have learned that we should use a image tag. So image tag, and the source will be fb.png because that's the image name. Here we have it, fb.png. I'll just copy this, and instead of YouTube we need to put the image of YouTube, and in Instagram we'll be having the image of Instagram, and the file format here is jpg. I'll be adding two more, which is the page of Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest. Twitter.com, img, twitter.png. We'll just remove these listed tags because in images we don't need all those images. The list. Yeah. And then again one more needed for Pinterest. Okay, I have Mr. T over here. Yeah. Now refresh the page. We have the Facebook logo, and which redirects to the correct page. Now next we'll be adding CSS so that we can align these images properly in correct height and width. So let's go to our text editor, create a new file. I will name it as style tutorial3.css, and we need to link them first so that the changes takes place. Style tutorial3.css. And there's one more way to add styling to your page. Instead of creating a new file and linking them, a simple way to do that is, after the body tag you can create a style tag and you can do the styling over here. It is both the same, but I prefer to create a new file because that looks neat. Okay, now we need to give a class name for all these things. And this is FB, YouTube, Insta, Twitter and Pinterest. Okay, now to give a class name we'll be using a dot fb. Inside the curly brackets we'll add the stylings. So first the height I will give it as 150 pixel, the width same 150 pixel, and simply copy and paste this 5 times so that we will get we'll just change the class names and that will reduce our time. YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, and we have Insta. Yep. Save it, go to the page, refresh, and all are at the same size. Now if you see, all the images are gathered together. What we'll be doing is, first we'll align them in center, then we'll give some space between them. For that, we'll just select all these things, cut, create a center tag, paste it, save it. Yeah, now all of them are in center. Now we will be using one more term called padding. What is padding? Padding is something, the space between top, right, bottom, left, all the directions between the images or the content, whatever. So first for Facebook, I will add the padding as 25 pixel. So there will be 25 pixel space between Facebook and the next image. For that we need to just do it for all the images. Save. And there's one more thing called the padding, left, bottom, right, and top. If you give top, the padding will the margin, or you can simply call it as margin, but margin is also different. If you give padding top, only the change will take place in the top, left, bottom, right, and all to those directions. So we'll not be doing that. Now you can see that we have some gap, and we need to align them in center. To do that, we'll be giving padding top, because we need to add space in the top so that it comes to the center. And no need to do it for all, you can just do it for one, refresh, and that comes to the center. So now we have bring them in center. Let's try changing the background color. For that, we'll be changing to the body. Now we can just simply put the tag name body. No need to give any class. Background color, let's give it as black, and the hex code for black is 000, and hashtag 000. That's nice. But the YouTube logo, we have a white image at the background. So what we should do is, we should look for a black background image, because we cannot change the border radius and do that. So we'll just simply change the border radius. We'll give it as 50%, and we'll do the same for all. Simply copy paste. So now let's save it, refresh. Oh my god, Facebook's funny. So Facebook only, let's do it, let's try 25 pixel, sorry, 25%. Oh no, try giving 40 pixels, sorry, 50 pixel. Yeah, that looks nice, but still it's not that good. We'll just remove it for Facebook, or let's try 25. Yeah, that's better. YouTube, let it be. Instagram will make it 25%. Yeah, Twitter and Pinterest is nice. Now the hyperlinks are working. So now one more thing I wanted to tell. Instead of the images, if you simply have a text, refresh, we have the text in blue color. So to change that, what we'll be doing is we'll add a class to this. Yeah, FBB. Now here what I will do is, and also we have an underline in the text, so we can give text decoration none. And we don't have the underline now. And instead of font color, we can just give color F for white, or you can just simply give white. And in this way you can change the colors. And again, one more thing, if you want to change the height and width of an image, no need to create a new style sheet or give a style tag. In the image tag itself, you can give a space and then the attribute height is there, 200 pixel, and no need to give a colon. Outside the quotes, you can give the width 200 pixel. Now if you see, okay, that doesn't change because we already have something for the YouTube. I'll just remove these two. Now if I refresh, the YouTube becomes bigger. So this is a way to increase the height and width of your image. So that's all for today. In our next video, we'll be learning about buttons in HTML. See you in the next video. Bye.